upon a time, two sisters, Uju and Adaku, lived in the heart of a remote African village. They were born into the noble lineage of the Yazikwe family, known across the land for its wealth and power amassed over generations. The sisters had grown up hearing tales of their great-grandparents' fortune, but were also familiar with the Yazikwe tradition that made the inheritance unique. According to the custom, wealth in the Yazikwe family was passed down to the first female child of each generation. This peculiar rule had been set by the ancestor, a wise woman named Onyenye, who believed women held the true strength to the family's legacy. This inheritance rule fostered pride and competition among the Yazikwe women for centuries. Uju and Adaku knew that if they had daughters, those daughters would be the ones to inherit the family's fortune. And so, as they grew into young women and eventually married, this knowledge was always in the back of their minds. Time passed, and both sisters were blessed with children. However, to the village's surprise, each child was born to be a boy. Uju had two sons, while Adaku had one. While they loved their sons deeply, a shadow loomed over them, the knowledge that only a daughter could inherit the fortune. As whispers spread among the villagers, pressure mounted, and a silent rivalry grew between the two sisters. They knew the stakes. The first to have a daughter would secure their lineage's future. Finally, Adaku's prayers were answered, and she gave birth to a beautiful baby girl named Adanna. When the news of Adanna's birth spread, the villagers rejoiced. Adaku's household was filled with laughter and song as friends and family celebrated this new life and the promised wealth. Uju, however, watched from afar, her heart heavy with envy. Days turned into nights, and the shadow of bitterness clouded Uju's thoughts. She saw in Adanna the future she so desperately wanted for herself. Adanna was the key to the wealth and legacy she had dreamed of, slipping through her fingers. Driven by jealousy and the fear of her sons being left with nothing, Uju sought the aid of a dark force. Late that night, Uju visited the village's old medicine woman, Mama Chima, known for her knowledge of herbs and spells. "Please, Mama Chima," Uju pleaded, her voice trembling, "I cannot stand by and watch my sister take everything meant for my children. There must be something you can do." Mama Chima's wrinkled face lightened as she considered Uju's words. She had always been wary of the Yazikwe's family's greed, but Uju's desperation moved her. "Be careful what you wish for, child," Mama Chima warned. "Dark magic comes with a price." But Uju's mind was set. "Do it, Mama Chima. I will pay whatever price necessary." Mama Chima cast a spell over a small clay pot, filling it with herbs, bones, and ash. She chanted, her voice rising and falling like the wind. When she finished, she gave the pot to Uju with strict instructions. "This spell will bring sorrow to the girl," Mama Chima said, her voice grave. "But remember, Uju, curses often have a way of finding their way back." Without hesitation, Uju took the pot and sprinkled the ashes over the sisters' home that night as they slept. The spell was cast, binding itself to Adanna. As Adanna grew, strange things began to happen. Though she was beautiful, with a kindness that warmed those around her, there was a haunting aura that even her mother, Adaku, couldn't understand. When Adanna turned 20, suitors began to come from far and wide, enchanted by her beauty and grace. Yet, Every time a young man tried to speak with her, flames erupted from her mouth. The first time it happened, Adana was speaking with a boy named Nana under the moonlight. Adana, he whispered, his eyes filled with admiration. I've never seen anyone like you. Adana smiled shyly, about to respond, when suddenly flames burst from her mouth, scorching Nana's face and sending him running. The whole village heard about it, and soon fear replaced admiration.